Hello and welcome, Ravens fans, to the first home game of the 2018-2019 season. The Olathe Northwest Ravens are facing off against the Shawnee Mission East Lancers tonight. Jack, tell me how you think this game is going to go.
You know what? I really can't tell you. It's one of those things where we're just going to have to see it and watch it play out in front of us. You know, last year, Olathe Northwest topped Shawnee Mission East at their home court, 51-36. But both teams have completely turned over. We have a whole new lineup from the Ravens. You know, they graduated 8 seniors. So it's going to be a completely new team from the Ravens. And with the Lancers, kind of the same thing. They only have one returner from the starting lineup last year. Now, they have some experience. Declan Conley, a 6'4" forward. He started for the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints last year, but we'll see what we get from them tonight.
Yeah, and as for the Northwest Ravens, they do not have a single player that has any varsity experience. I mean, Sam Supernot and Chris Martinez and Chase Franks had some playing time last year at the end game, but that's about it.
League, of which both Shawnee Mission East and Olathe Northwest are proud members, believes high school athletics to be a vital part of the total educational program and conducts competitive activity for the many benefits derived.
Now, at Olathe Northwest tonight, we're doing what we call the silent night. We got it from Taylor University. When the 8th point goes in the hole for the Ravens, the student section is going to go crazy, but until then, it's going to be dead silent in the gym. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be right back in a few seconds.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for Shawnee Mission East, 5'8" junior, number 3, Tony Friends. For the Ravens, a 6'4" junior, wearing 0, number Sam Supernat.
Now introducing Sam Supernat. He's the leading scorer for the Ravens.
For the Ravens, a 5'11" senior, number 1, Chris Martinez.
Chris Martinez, a senior from Olathe Northwest. He used to play at Shawnee Mission South and came here his sophomore year, junior
For the
year.
Ravens, a 6'5" senior, number 11, Chase Franks. For the Lancers, a 6'2" sophomore, 24, Preston Reynolds. For the Ravens, a 5'11" junior, number 12.
One thing that you may have noticed from Olathe Northwest, something that's going to plague them a lot this year, they don't have the size that they had last year. Last year they had 3 players above 6'6", all with some weight on them. This year they have 1 player that scratches 6'5", and he can't necessarily hang with some of the bigger guys that they'll see throughout the Sunflower League. Fortunately for them, Shawnee Mission East only has 1 pretty tall dude. He rolls in about 6'5". We'll see what Chase Franks can do against him.
That's right, and this year, Coach Grove has switched it up a little bit on the offense and defensive side. He has been putting a lot more subs in and running the ball a lot more on fast break. He's been doing a lot of 2 games and a lot of press defense. We'll see how that works this game.
Yeah, it'll be super important for the Ravens to get out in transition and make sure they get easy buckets as opposed to have to set up the offense and work it around. I've heard that this week they completely revamped their offense after going 1-2 at their tournament this weekend in Paola.
That's right. They lost by 16 points in the first and their second game against
Truman, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's right. And then they lost against Eudora 60-50. There seems to be a little confusion on the court. Chase Franks with the tip.
Not a great start there for the Ravens.
Foul called on number 15, John Lindsay.
Foul called on Ravens number 15, John Lindsay.
Now, one thing I do like about John Lindsay, he's extremely scrappy. He's going to fight for every single loose ball that comes his way.
That's right, but he also will rack up on those fouls. He's already got his first foul in less than 5 seconds of the game.
Now, one thing to watch for tonight, D. Gorby is the facilitator for this team. He does a lot of the ball handling and a lot of the distributing.
Super knot, turnover. Number 12, Nick Arnsberg. Back up. Chris Martinez threw the ball out of bounds. That's another turnover for the Ravens.
On that possession, the Lancers just beat the Ravens back in transition.
Oh, backcourt violation. This game's been pretty sloppy so far in the 30 seconds that we've been watching. DeGory with the ball. Looking for a pass to John Lindsay.
So far in this early offense, we've seen a lot of ball screens and slips.
Franks with the shot. Can't get that to go. Like you said, Jack, John Lindsay will be a lot scrappier than most of the other players on the team, and we can see that right there.
Once again, Northwest kind of got beat back on transition. They're going to have to change that, especially if their go-to identity is going to be to run the basketball.
Super knot with the rebound. Gorey finds Franks at the top of the key, drives it in. Big fall. Grove looking very frustrated on not getting any calls to go.
Basket, number 10, Andy Maddox. Timeout on the floor, charged to Olathe Northwest.
Timeout Olathe Northwest. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. Jack, there's one thing I've noticed that Grove hasn't been doing in the past, but he's doing it this year. He is playing a freshman in varsity basketball. He hasn't done that since Jackson Nicodemus or Luke Waters.
And Zay Dejani, the freshman we're talking about, he does make a big difference with this team. Unfortunately, he comes off the bench, but I believe he has starting talent. He shoots the ball well. He seems to drive well. He doesn't create turnovers for himself. He's smart. One thing that we've seen from the Ravens so far tonight is a little bit of maybe impatience on the offensive end. We've seen Chase Franks take 2 quick shots, both not all that close to going in, and then the Lancers beating them back on defense. So something needs to change here for the Ravens in the early going.
This is a huge game for them. It's their first home game, and it's the only home game of the 2018 season.
And I mean, as much as we talk about momentum, this is the momentum builder for the rest of the season. They pick up a win here against what so far appears to be a pretty quality Shawnee Mission East team. Could lead to some success down the road.
Davion Gorey bringing the ball up the court. Lindsay gets past the defender, fakes for a shot, and gets two shots at the basket.
That was called on number 30, Noah Curlball. John Lindsay at the line shooting 2.
We talked to D a little bit earlier in the week. He told us that their new offense revolves entirely around ball screens. We've seen a lot so far.
Couldn't get that one to go. One for 2 at the line. Tony Freen bringing the ball up the court.
Chris Martinez with some spectacular defense. in this possession.
Chris is known for that intense defense. He can get a lot of ball strips throughout the game. Offensive rebound. Travel called on number 30, Noah Curlbaum.
Now, one thing I saw in that possession, I saw a lot of movement off the ball from Shawnee Mission East. I saw a backdoor cut that Northwest covered pretty well, but there's lots of movement without the ball. And that offensive rebound there, that can create some problems later in the game. You got to secure boards, especially if you're the shorter team. You have to work a little bit harder to box out.
Chris Martinez driving to the basket. Back out to Franks. Foul called on number 24, Preston Reynolds.
Preston Reynolds, his first team 2.
Gory, top of the key. Pass to Martinez. Martinez calling the plays. Loses a defender. Back to Supernaut. Hits the 3. Put the Ravens up 7-6.
That's the exact kind of thing D. Goree does. That's all him on that play. He tracks the ball down and stays composed even though it starts to panic a little bit and picks up an assist.
Curlbaum at the top of the key. Looks for a pass. There's a charge called.
Great play there by Chase Franks. Way to step up. That's the kind of thing that needs to happen, especially if you're going to struggle to score points on the offensive end. You got to pick up a stop any way you can. He's experiencing some discomfort, as we can see on his face.
Gory at the top of the key. Ooh. Foul called on number 3, Tony Friend. A 5'8" junior from Shawnee Mission East High School. Inbounds play. John Lindsay will be throwing it in. Gory bringing it up. Lindsay looks for a pass into Chase, fakes it, and runs it around the three-point line.
Just a few seconds ago, Chris Martinez made a great backdoor cut that wasn't found.
Still by number 30. And one for number 30, Noah Curlbaum. He will go to the line for one.
As in any basketball game ever, Northwest has to take care of the basketball if they're going to win this game. They don't shoot lights out. They're not efficient on the offensive end as they'd probably like to be. They need to take advantage of every single opportunity and prevent easy buckets like that one.
Rebound by Chase Franks. Gory looking for the screen. Passes it to Franks. Lindsay with the ball. Ooh, threw that one right out of bounds. Tried to find Supernaut, but just a little too far.
I mean, it was a good idea. Supernaut had to seal. His defender was fronting him pretty hard. If John Lindsay can sneak that pass in, that's an easy 2 off the glass.
That's right. And exactly what you said, Jack. They are rushing the ball a little too much on offense. I think the home game hype is getting in their head.
The Olathe Northwest fans still dead silent. They've only put 4 points on the board.
Chase Franks with the shot. Can't get that one to go. Supernaut back up. Misses the putback attempt.
You know, I like that shot by Chase Franks. It's open. He can knock that down. It's encouraging to see him be aggressive so early.
3-point attempt. Missed. John Lindsay with the rebound. There's a foul called.
Good hustle there by number 15 to track it down.
Foul call number 14, Jack Dillon, his first
Foul's called on number 14, Jack Gilman, his first team foul.
One thing that I would like to see is DeGorey take a little bit more of an aggressive shooting role. He doesn't take a lot of shots per game, but he can definitely stroke it a little bit. There's no reason why he shouldn't take more than 6 shots a game, 7 shots a game.
I'll have to agree with you on that one, Jack. As we said right there, DeGorey with a 2-pointer. He has been filling in as a primary playmaker and not really been shooting the ball as much as he would like. We've talked about that before. Arnsberg at the top of the key, pass to 14.
Sean Lindsay's going to take another charge. That's 2 already tonight. Ravens playing some scrappy defense.
Jack Gilman is second.
But by the way, what a pass from Declan Conley to be in the air and redirected to the cutter.
Gorey bringing the ball up the court.
Looks like we got an issue with the clock.
Timeout Ravens. Coach Grove seems to be a little frustrated with how the Ravens and the whole game is being called.
This will be a full timeout on the floor, charged to Olathe Northwest.
This is going to be a full timeout.
And as you can hear, there's no noise coming from the Northwest side. There's still 2 points to go.
Once they score 8 points, I'm sure we are going to be hearing that crowd. About the charge attempts that all the Ravens are taking, Coach Grove has been making an effort to get the Ravens to get in the paint and get those charges called. Throughout preseason, he was doing a great job of making sure the Ravens get that in their minds for the games.
And I mean, kind of like we saw in the girls' game a little bit earlier today, when you have that smaller lineup, you have to find ways to create turnovers off of pressure and trap situations along with picked off passes, because you're not going to be able to body someone down low. You're not going to be able to bully someone in the paint. So you're going to have to take every single opportunity you can to get the ball back, especially to get in transition.
That's right, and they haven't really had a chance to press the ball yet because the Lancers have been taking the ball off fast break for the most part. But I'm sure we're going to see that a lot, and that's where the pressure from the steals are coming.
Another note, we've only seen one sub. TJ Kincaid came in for a brief second, but the starting 5 is now back on the floor after a timeout.
Franks can't get the 3 ball to go. Friend bringing the ball up the court. Out to Curlbaum. Friend at the top of the key. Looking for a shot but can't get it to go. Gorey with the rebound, bringing it up the court. There's a travel called on John Lindsay as he went for the ball but couldn't stay on his feet, sliding across the floor.
An encouraging defensive possession there for the Ravens. There's some good defense.
Gorey with the steal. Martinez bringing the ball up the court. Gorey waiting for the call. Coach has been calling a lot of 2-game for the most part the entire game. Kincaid bringing it over to Chase. Can't get that to go.
Chase Frank's starting to get a little bit frustrated. He's taken 4 shots tonight. None of them have fallen.
Friend bringing the ball up the court. Inside. Count the basket. Andy Maddox will be going to the line for a 3-point attempt.
Foul called on number 0, Sam Supernaut. At the line, number 10.
Foul called on number 0, Sam Supernaut. That'll be his first foul of the game. The Ravens' third. Franks with the rebound.
The Ravens need a basket pretty bad to go into the end of the first quarter. They've only put 3 through the hole so far. They need to build some momentum before the second quarter begins.
Corey at the top of the key. Count the basket. Number 12, Nick Arnsberg, who will be going to the line for another for an and one attempt.
And on that play, that's just kind of a bad foul from D. Gorey. Not only does he pick up the foul, but the and one opportunity.
Yeah, Jack. If you're going to foul the person, make sure you don't let them make that shot.
Absolutely, especially off a turnover.
Not very good of a play. Arnsberg hits the basket to make it a 3-point play. Number 15, John Lindsay subs in for TJ Kincaid. Corey bringing the ball up. Coach is getting pretty frustrated with how the Ravens are playing. He's screaming a lot.
Shawnee Mission East breaks into a zone defense. It's kind of a 1-3-1.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Ravens have yet to score 8 points, and the crowd is still silent. The score is 6-15. Ravens are down by 9.
One thing on the offensive end I've seen from the Ravens, they don't really have much going. They haven't gotten the ball down into the paint. They've not taken very many shots for the amount of time that's expired off the clock. We've been 8 minutes into the game, and I can't say that they've probably taken more than 10 shots.
I think the Ravens must be scared to take the shots because they've had a number of open attempts and a number of open lanes that they can drive to. But the Shawnee Mission East Lancers defense is known for their defense.
Yeah, and part of the problem has been the turnovers. The Ravens haven't been given very many chances. They've kind of taken themselves out of it to this point.
Hopefully we can see them get back in the game in the second quarter. Once that crowd gets going, I'm pretty sure that the Ravens will find the momentum they need and start to hit their shots. We have a moment to talk about senior Jay Sullivan. This is his first year playing for the team, and he has not really been finding enough playing time in the varsity schedule. I'm sure Coach will put him in varsity soon, but he has been finding JV playing time to get plays down and to figure him out. Supernaut to the rim. Can't get that one to go. And a putback attempt. And there we see the crowd goes wild. That's their 8th point.
Unfortunately, they're going to call that one back. Supernaut went over the top.
Oops. Travel called. the Lancers players are shaking their heads and are confused at what the crowd's doing right now. Unfortunately, that putback was not called as 2 points. Lindsay taking it to the basket, finds Ben Gudikins. The Ravens are now having their backup team. Oh, drops number 30, but can't get the shot to go.
There's not much to say about that possession. That's just kind of how it's gone for the Ravens. They do something right and then miss a shot.
Screw it up. Ben Gudikins with a defensive effort. Grove has been putting a lot of pressure on Ben Gudikins as a sophomore. He is hoping to make Zay Dejani and Ben the two starting guards of the 2019 and 2020 season.
See, right there's where D needs to pull up. He's got some space, and there was some hesitation on the defensive side. Instead, he passes the ball, but it kind of dribbles out on its own.
That is Arnsberg's third steal. Gorey running back. Arnsberg frustrated with the call, doesn't get back. He's trailing.
Great defensive effort there from Chase Franks. Get all the way back, contest the shot, and come away with the block.
Gorey loses a defender on the screen. Out to John Lindsay for a 3-ball. Can't get that to go. Franks tries to get the rebound, but can't.
Good look there from D. Gorey. Found his open teammate.
Arnsberg pass over to number 10. There's a foul called. Foul called on number 22, Christian Karlstad. That's his first, but the team's sixth foul. If they have many more, they're going to be put in the penalties. In the bonus for the Lancers. Number 30, Carter Brown is now checked in for.
Also checking in for the Lancers, number 20, Tommy Foster.
Pass out to the corner. Top of the key, out to Friend. Wide open 3-point shot. Can't get that one to go. Gorey bringing the ball up the court. Gorey finds Lindsay. They have been passing it a lot more to the right side than the left. I think it's the fact that it's a high school team and they're not very experienced with the left-hand dribble. But that might just be my opinion. Karlstad finding D. D with the 3-point attempt. Can't get that one to go. I'd like to see him shoot those more. Coming right off the screen. Oh, Friend with a layup attempt. John Lindsay takes a foul.
Once again, the scrappiness of number 15 shows off. He tries to take the charge there. It doesn't quite happen, but I appreciate the effort.
Tony Friend at the line shooting 2. If he makes these 2, it'll put the Lancers up 17-6. Friend for 1. Friend 1 for 1 at the line.
One of the biggest problems I'm seeing to this point with the Ravens, they're just not knocking down shots. When they get a good look, it's not going down.
Here we see Coach Grove only putting 1 post player in the game, and that is Chase Franks. We have a lot of guards playing right now. Let's see if the game changes pace and speeds up. Gorey finds Martinez. Martinez finding Franks. Franks with the layup. And the Ravens are now going crazy. Timeout on the floor. Charges the Shawnee Mission Lancers.
Smart call by head coach Sean Hare. He doesn't want any part of that momentum swing that the fans just helped out with the Ravens. I mean, anytime the fans get into the game, it's a big, big boost, and especially when they've been so quiet so early, that's big time. Now, a great seal there by Chase Franks. He made it absolutely impossible for Noah Krolbaum to make any sort of play on the ball. A fantastic pass into the paint and 2 points. Look for that to continue tonight.
We're going to take this to our sideline reporter, Katie Parks.
Where? From
And we're back. Friend bringing the ball up the court. The score is 8-15 right now. Hopefully we can see the Ravens pull out to get this win, but there is a lot of playing time left. Number 10 with the shot. The ball bounces off the top of the backboard at least 3 times. Groves is looking very frustrated over there. How would you like to describe his look on his face, Jack?
Honestly, he just looks frustrated. There's not much else to say about that. I mean, it just doesn't seem like much is going the Ravens' way early on.
Karlstadt passes it over to Lindsay. Lindsay fakes a shot, gets the defender in the air, spin move, nice footwork, gets the basket to count and one.
A fantastic offensive play by John Lindsay. Gets the shot fake, gets his defender in the air, goes around, up and under on the spin move. That's everything you can ask for right there. That was impressive.
I like seeing his footwork on that shot. He got the defender going and made the and one attempt. Now we see freshman Zayd Dejani come in for Davrion Gorey. This is one of the highlight players that Grove wants to be leading the team in the upcoming years. Hopefully as a senior he can lead this team to a state championship. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. He plays for the best team in Kansas right now as club. TJ can't get the and one attempt to go. Dejani with the defensive effort. He's known for his scrappiness too and gets a lot of steals. Oh, Lindsay falls. Oh, Franks with the block. Can't get that to go. The Lancers can't figure out whose team is who. Franks is getting in there. He's getting some very good defensive effort. Martinez with the strip.
Good choice by Martinez to slow it up. Calm it down after that madhouse scramble on the far side.
Dejani with the ball. He is primarily a scorer. Franks with the three-point attempt. Hits that. Ravens are now only down by 4 points. The Lancers are finding a lot of struggle.
And like we said, it's amazing what happens when the fans get in the game. Here come the Ravens.
Dejani back down. Oh, gets it sent right off the backboard. Franks gets it blocked. And the fouls are finally being called. Franks is going to the line for 2.
Chase Franks starting to show up here a little bit. That was a nice 3 on the far side. He's waving his hand to get us up. He's gassed, but Chase Franks with a nice 3-point shot. He starts to get that to fall. This game is completely different.
That's what I like seeing. Chase Franks is taking his team as his own right now, and he is definitely making it work. 3-point attempt and a nice layup. Ooh, as soon as I said that, he missed his first free throw.
And that has to be due to some fatigue. He's awful tired. You see his hands on his knees. Coming into the season, I thought he would be the impact player of the year. I thought the senior, playing for his second season as a high school player, stretches the floor a little bit at 6'5", and his ability to shoot. He also, without some of the weight that he needs to put on to really challenge some of the bigger post players, his back to the basket play is kind of a bit of a problem, but the way that he stretches out the floor and makes the big guys guard him makes the game interesting.
I'll have to agree with you on that, Jack. And making him a lefty player, a left-handed player, puts some confusion in the defenders' heads. Ooh, Lindsay gets that rebound. That scrappiness is going. Gets it blocked. He thinks it should have been called a foul, but it wasn't. Zay DeJohnny with the defensive effort. No fouls called. Gorey bringing it down the court, waiting for coach to call the plays. I'd like to see Gorey bringing his own plays to the table.
Grove calling out for Chase Franks to get the ball back.
Air ball, Chase Franks. Grove is very disappointed with that.
For the Ravens, number 2, Ben Goodwin.
Ben Kudikins checked in for for John Lindsay. Friend bringing the ball up the court. Davrion with the defensive effort. Kudikins lets the defender right by him for an open layup. Not very good defense right there. Gorey bringing the ball up the court. He's running his own plays right now. DeJohnny fakes a shot. Passes back to D. Kudikins outside. Out to Chase.
The Ravens are running lots of slip screens. The problem is the screens are setting aren't really that
for an open layup.
That's the first screen that we've seen tonight that Carlstead really set into. I mean, for a while there, it was just a bunch of slip screens, not really creating any space.
Out to Arnsberg. Friend with the ball. Friend gets by Gudikins for another open layup attempt. DeJohnny tries to get in there, but can't get his wingspan to grab that ball just a little bit. Gorey bringing it over, pass out to Chase. DeJohnny with the shot. Can't get that one to go. Lancers with the defensive rebound. Open layup. DeJohnny is definitely getting in there. There's that defense I was talking about. He does not enjoy people scoring on him. Number 24, Preston Reynolds, is going to the line for 2.
That's his first team 8. Number 24.
We have under a minute left in the first half, and both Gorey and Franks have played every single minute with the exception of one quick breath apiece.
22, Jack Slaughter.
1 for 1. Shooting his second. Hits that one too. Sam Supernata is going to come in for number 2, Ben Gudikins.
East setting back up in a 2-3 zone on the defensive end.
Gorey bringing the ball up the court.
D's going to hold for the last shot here.
Gorey's telling Zane DeJohnny to get ready. Gorey's still holding the ball. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Out to Carlstadt, over to DeJohnny. 3-point attempt. Can't get that one to go. And he makes a shot.
They're going to get Carlstadt for a push-off and a 1-and-1 to end the half.
Bad call, and the crowd is letting him know.
That was called on number 22, Christian Carlstead, his second, team 9. At the line, number 10, Andy Maddox will shoot 1-and-1.
Are you ready?
We're going to send it to you after the 1-on-1.
Can I do it like I'm talking? Like,
Just talk.
Just do it off camera. I'll point it out.
Number 10, Andy Maddox, shooting the 2. Hits both. And that's the end of the first half. The score is 15-27. We're going to send this over to our silent reporter, Ashton Ding. Ashton, what can you tell us about this?
Welcome back to Olathe Northwest for the second half of action. Right now the Lancers lead the home Ravens 27-15. We're getting set for a fresh half of basketball. The silent night has been ended. We scored 8 points with a few minutes remaining in the first half. So the fans are up and loud. We're going to see if the Ravens can storm back here. Some of the problems early in the first half, the Ravens were struggling with the turnover ratio, not really holding on to the ball that well, and not shooting too great either. The Lancers going to start out with the 3. John Lindsay will control the rebound. DeGrory's going to take it back the other way. Sam Supernaut passes it back over to D. Some off-ball screens being set down low, and Chris Martinez has it up top. He's going to back it back out. They're going to restart. Chase Frank's going to set a screen. Martinez is going to go the opposite way. Franks will go baseline, pass it out to D, but they're going to get him for a charge.
I'd like to shout out my Gatorade sponsorship. I know you like that.
Number 3, Tony Friend bringing the ball back up the court. Ball's going to go inside to Maddox, and he's going to finish at the rim.
Corey, bring the ball to court. Pass out to John Lindsay. They're taking the left side right now. Superdot with the ball, passes over to Gory. There's another great chance for him to shoot. You know, Gory's very quick with the ball. He can handle it very well, and he knows every spot on the court to pass to. Lindsay fakes both defenders but can't get that to go. That is definitely the Ravens' night right now. Do something right and then blow at the other side.
But really a great effort there from Lindsay. It was a great look. It's about all you can ask for. If the shots aren't falling, they're just not falling. John Lindsay's going to have the ball taken.
Inbounds pass by number 3, Tony Friend. Grove's calling a lot of plays. He's saying yes and no. I don't understand where the coaches are getting these terms, yes and no, but they might be going good for the Ravens. Gory finding John Lindsay at the top of the key. Oh, John Lindsay loses the ball, and number 30 gets the open layup at the end of the court. Fast break points are there.
Yep. Curlbaum picks up 5 consecutive points off the inbounds 3, and then a steal for a layup. The Lancers have now doubled ONW's score, so Grove's going to take a timeout, try to get things under control.
Hopefully they can get back into this game. I think they really need to focus more on Chase Franks and Chris Martinez. Chris Martinez can definitely shoot it lights out, and he is a very consistent player, but he hasn't taken many shots this game. Franks, on the other hand, has taken a few more shots than the rest of the team, but he hasn't gotten all of them to go, but he has gotten at least 6 points to drop.
And the exact opposite of what the Ravens needed happened coming out of this second half. All of a sudden, the Lancers have the momentum. The Ravens needed to pounce on the opportunity to get a fresh start, only 8 or 9 points down. Instead, the Lancers jumped out to an early lead, dominating the turnovers, and then getting back quick and finishing at the rim.
And now the game is starting to become a lot more active as the crowd has gotten into it, and the band has now started to play. The drum set player is going insane over there. Evan Hamilton at the drum set. Quick shout out to him. The ONW starters are back in except for John Lindsay. John Lindsay has 2 fouls, and I think he is a little, I think his stamina is going down a little bit. Gorey bringing the ball up the court. He's got the new Jordan Concords on. They had a drop recently. I'm sure he got his hands on those. Steal by number 12, Nick Arnsburn. Easy open layup on the end of the court. Gorey bringing the ball back down the court. Looking for a play. Franks with the fake screen, out to Sam, out to Carlstadt. Carlstadt gets it to D. Bad pass, but D can always make sure that gets going. Franks outside, looks for a shot, doesn't do it. Sam can't get the bucket to go, but he does go to the line for 2. He's great with drawing fouls. That is Preston Reynolds' 3rd foul. In high school basketball, there can only be 5 fouls. I know it's different from NBA and college. Just NBA. If he gets 2 more fouls, he is out of the game.
The Ravens need to capitalize at the free throw line. They're not going to get very many chances from the stripe, and it's free points there, especially when they're struggling so much to get themselves open. The free throw line becomes a little bit more important.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to our teacher, Jeff Cooper. He has been very, very inspirational to all of our team in making this broadcast happen. He is always here for us and makes sure that we get everything we need to make sure these broadcasts happen. So if you're watching this today, he is the man to thank. A lot of confusion on that court. There is a foul called on number 34, Preston Reynolds. That is his 4th foul. 1 more foul and he is out of the game. That is extremely good for the Ravens because he is a primary scorer. Ooh, Chase Franks fights for that rebound. They get the possession back. Another inbounds play for Davrion Gorey, the playmaker for the Ravens. He is doing very good this game. He's only shot a few baskets, and he's made, for the most part, almost all of them. There's another shot attempt by Sam Supernaut, and he's going to the line for another couple shots.
All of a sudden, we've seen Sam Supernaut spend a lot of time with the ball in his hands. There's a reason for that. He's come into the game with 17 points a game, and he doesn't struggle to find the bottom of the basket on a good night.
Sam Supernaut's a sleeper that not many people know, but he is definitely making people know his name today. I am very proud of this kid. He has been working super hard in the offseason. He hasn't been doing too well with school, but he is definitely getting back into it. There's a new ball handler bringing the ball to the court. Number 30, Noah Krolbaum. Arnstern, top of the key. Gets back. Oh! And Franks goes for the block attempt and falls on his back. He is down.
And that's going to be bad. He hit his head really hard. Trainer Steve Hawkins is helping him out. Franks is trying to convince him he's okay, but they're not going to let him keep playing. They're going to pull him off the court.
That is very bad for the Ravens. Hopefully he can get back into this game and not have a concussion, as we saw from senior Sarah Beth Gildner last year. Hopefully his fate cannot come out to that. Sam is now moving into the primary post player. Karlstadt, top of the key, out to Supernaut. Supernaut tries to find Ethan Kemp, a sophomore for Northwest. Supernaut, top of the key. Karlstadt fakes a shot. Gorey calling the plays right now. Out to Karlstadt. Karlstadt is known as a primary shooter.
Sam Supernaut's limping around a little bit right now.
He did have an ankle injury during preseason, and he also had a couple other knee injuries. Hopefully this does not put a toll on his body. Ref's checking him out. He seems to be okay. Sam's gonna get subbed out for John Lindsay. John Lindsay in the game. Davrion Gorey subbed out for Chris Martinez. This is an interesting lineup Grove's running right now. 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a senior. Hopefully Chris Martinez, the senior, can prove his leadership and run this team right now. There doesn't seem to be too much athleticism in this lineup. I know Ethan Kemp can get up there and definitely run past the defenders. But there, as we see, is another turnover. We're going to have to get a timeout called for the Ravens. If he doesn't call a timeout, something's going to happen.
And as you've kind of been saying, the game's starting to get out of hand a little bit. This is an inexperienced lineup in the game, but maybe this is a blessing in disguise for the Ravens. We saw the opening, or the starting 5, start to get gassed a little bit at the close of the first half, so we need some of these guys to step up in the long run.
Armstrong with the 1-point attempt. As we see, Chase Franks is going to sub in for the Ravens. Martinez bringing the ball up the court. Karlstadt, top of the key. Looks for the screen, out to Carter Brown. Lindsay fakes a shot, puts it back, and gets 2 at the line.
The Ravens haven't scored a basket in a good while. They need to get to put some points back on the board and keep the offense rolling.
The Ravens really need to capitalize at the line. We have not seen them make very many shots at all at the line. John Lindsay 0 for 1 at the line. Makes that one.
One guy that's made a difference for Shawnee Mission East tonight has been Friend. He's done a good job of penetrating, getting into the lane, and he's done a very good job of finishing once he got there.
The travel called on number 12, Nick Arnsburn. Ravens are going to bring the ball up the court. Gorey setting up the plays. 2-game again. They've been playing a lot of 2-game and a lot of passing off the screens. Here comes another screen from Chase Franks. Outside to Davrion Gorey. Franks looking for Sam. Supernaut with the shot. Makes it. Not going to count.
Called on number 14, Jack Gilman. That's his 4th personal, team 6.
Supernaut gets the lane to go.
Good finish there by Supernaut. Leave it high off the glass. Keep your eyes up.
The Ravens are down by 21 points at the end of the third quarter.
The Lancers make a mistake. Let's see if the Ravens can capitalize.
Super Knot with the three-point attempt. Can't hit that one. Lindsay getting in there. Out to Super Knot. Super Knot finds Gory at the top of the key. Resetting their plays. Super Knot into Franks. Franks gets the layup to go and one. He's flexing on him.
Good pass into the lane from Sam Supernot. Unfortunately, it's still a 19-point game. It's about a minute left in the third quarter.
We're going to have to see the Ravens put a lot more defensive effort into their game tonight if they want to win this one. Franks with a three-point attempt and makes it. Front brings the ball down the court, setting up plays. Trapping it. Davion Gory with the foul called on him.
That is his second three.
Another trap for a wide open layup. Very bad.
The Ravens try to bring some pressure up front and break down on the backside, leaving the man wide open.
Franks. Ooh, can't get that one to go. Looked good, but did not go in.
Foul is called on number 15. Team 4.
3 seconds is plenty of time left for the Lancers to put up a shot. Finish off the quarter.
They're up by exactly 20 points right now. 3 seconds left in the third, and the score is 23 to 43. There was a foul called at the end.
Go shoot it! Go shoot it!
Foul is called on number 20.
Chase Franks is going to shoot some free throws. They're going to try to clear the court off for him.
Corner's not over yet. At the line with 11, Chase Franks will shoot 1-1.
That's funny. Chase Franks shooting 1-1. Gets the band off just for his shot. Like seeing that. Franks hits the first one as he can shoot another.
And that is the end of the third quarter.
Franks has found his stroke a little bit from the free throw line. We'll be back to bring you the rest of the game. And we are back to bring you the remainder of the fourth quarter action, but first we're going to give you a quick sideline report from Katie Parks.
Thanks, Jack. You know, we had a pretty eventful third quarter. Chase Franks hit the ground pretty hard, almost causing a concussion, but thankfully he's back in, as well as Sam Supernaut number 0 rolled his ankle, but he as well is still back, or is back in, and that's pretty good. 2 of our tallest players on the team have to get in, get some rebounds, and get some points in the paint. Back to you, Jack and August.
Thank you, Katie, for that sideline report update. As we see, the Ravens are down 43-25. Lancers with the, Lancers with the, Corey bringing it up. Another 2-game called. Martinez tries to drive it in. Looks for a pass, skips it over to Zayd Dejani. He waits for the shot, hits the 3. The Ravens are now at 28 points.
Those are the opportunities the Ravens need to capitalize on. They're not going to get that many open shots. And fortunately, the Lancers come right back with an answer of their own.
Out to Supernaut in the corner. Hits his 3. The 3s are falling tonight.
And this little zone that the Lancers have come out in kind of plays into the hands of Olathe Northwest. It gives their shooters a few seconds to set up for their shot.
Foul called. Number 1, Chris.
Ribbon foul called on number 1, Chris Martinez.
One thing I've been really impressed with is Friend's ability to finish with the left hand. He's done it a lot. He's gone to his left side, not afraid to go to the rim with either hand.
Three-point shot attempt. He makes it. That's a foul on Friend.
Foul is called on number 3, Tony Friends. His second.
Frank's going to the line for 2. Sophomore number 2, Ben Gudikins, is coming in for senior number 1, Chris Martinez.
Number 11's finally found his stroke a little bit.
Definitely, Jack. He's made, for the most part, 70% of his last 5 shots. Friend bringing the ball down the court. He is very good with that left-hand dribble. And finishing.
Tony Friends.
Alley-oop to Chase Frank.
Timeout on the floor, charge to Olathe Northwest. This will be a full timeout on the floor.
Good look there from Gudikins to get Franks an easy look. We'll be right back after the timeout.
And we're back after the Ravens full timeout. Front bringing the ball down the court. Between the legs. Out to Arnsberg. Pass outside. Foul called on number 2, Ben Gudikins.
That was called number 2, Ben Gudikins. That is his first T6.
That is his first foul. Top of the key, number 30, Noah Krobbaum. Setting up a play. Frank gets through splits the defenders. Out to Arnsberg. Ooh, Zaid goes for the steal, but Arnsberg loses him. Another three-point attempt. They cannot capitalize on that. Zaid finds a pass, goes for a... Ooh, big man. Friend just showed a little sportsmanship right there and brought Frank's up after he had fallen, fouling.
You know, even though it resulted in a turnover, I like the look from D. Gorey to try to get it up the court.
I also like that look. One for one. Corey bringing the ball up the court. There's going to be a sub for the Lancers real soon. Number 24, Preston Reynolds is going to come in for a play.
Foul is called on number 30, Noah Krobbaum, his fourth, team 10. Ravens now in the double bonus. At the line, Zaid Dejani shooting 2.
Ravens freshman Zaid Dejani is going to shoot 2. One for one. 2 for 2. Friend at the top of the key, out to Arnsberg. Krobbaum, top of the key. Pass Gudikins. Gets and one over without from number 0, Sam Supernaut. That is basically what's going on tonight. The Ravens are going to turn the ball over. Lancers are going to get the ball at the top of the key or on the fast break, and we are going to foul them, and they are going to make their...
10 on the floor, charge to Shawnee Mission East. This will be a full timeout.
All right, after the timeout, we'll be right back. There's 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And we're back after the timeout. Ravens are taking the ball up the court. David Gory, junior from Olathe Northwest High School, out to sophomore. Ben Gudikins. We've seen the Lancers get by Ben quite a few times tonight. Ooh, Sam with the step back three. Can't get that to go. But Zay Dejani back up and gets the putback attempt to go.
I think in the future, Zay Dejani needs to see some more court time. I mean, he's obviously made an impact tonight, and he's really not overly scared of these guys out here on the court.
Yeah, he's definitely knowing what's going on right now. He's got a lot of experience with AAU teams and club teams across the country. He has played for Kansas, and he has also played for Missouri teams. And he has also told us that he has played for Oklahoma teams as well.
Timeout on the floor, charge to Olathe Northwest.
There's another timeout, charge to Olathe Northwest. At this point, Jack, I really don't see them getting back into the game. I know there's 2.5 minutes left on the clock, but the score being what it is, I don't think they have the
And especially the way,
mentality.
right? Especially the way their offense has been going. They're not getting a lot to fall. And then on the defensive end, Shawnee Mission East is doing a really good job of getting to the rim and getting buckets. Nick Arsenberg and Tony Friend are both doing a great job. And number 30, Noah Curlbaum, is shooting the ball well too. So I mean, there's just a lot of things working against the Ravens tonight, and it's kind of led to this blowout score.
There is one person we have not seen hit the court tonight, and that is Jay Sullivan, the senior from Olathe Northwest. Hopefully he gets some playing time tonight. I don't know if coach is going to put him in at all, but hopefully he gets playing time in the near future. He is definitely a good post player for them, and I think coach is missing out on the chances he could have with his scoring in the paint. Friend bringing the ball up the court off of missed shot from, and Franks glasses him. There's a foul call though, so it doesn't count.
That was called on number 11, Chase Franks, his third, team 9. Number 22, Jack Slaughter at the line to shoot 2.
Here we're going to see the freshman Zay Dejani check out for Sam Supernaut. Two for two.
In the game for Lancers, number 15, Declan Conley.
Ooh, jelly. Yeah, that is going to be the game. I don't see the Ravens getting back into this. Friend, top of the key.
And with 2 minutes left, all you can really hope is that they'll fight through it and play hard.
Franks is really leaving the ground right now, trying to get these blocked attempts, but I don't think that's really going to help. Supernaut with another and one. If he didn't make that, he would have definitely gotten it to go from goaltending. Number 3, Tony Friend, was hanging on the net. Kind of funny.
And East is going to bring in their subs.
There they go. Backup team. Supernaut shooting for his third point in this possession. There he goes. 3 points. 3 up. Oh, backup team for the Lancers is going really hard right now. They have not gotten any playing time, but they definitely want to prove themselves. they definitely have a lot more stamina than the Ravens right now because they have not played at all this game, and the Ravens have played the whole game. Foul called on number 1, Chris Martinez. The Ravens are now in double bonus, putting the Lancers in double David Rongori bringing the ball up the court. Ooh, little ankle breaker right there. Chris Martinez finally hits a shot. That is his first shot attempt. Not first shot attempt. His second shot attempt of the night. He is 1 for 2. Zay Dejani with the defensive effort. Fouls him.
I'll call it number 32, Johnny, second.
Wait, what?
Clean up tomorrow?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not coming.
Oh, that you said that. I was down for it. I gotta go. I'm gonna help set. I'm gonna help. And we're back. Ravens bringing the ball at the court. Ooh, loses defender off the screen. Zay Dejani wide open, but they do not see him. He is wide open. When he's wide open, he can definitely hit all his threes. Sam Supernaut sees that the game's almost over, takes it into the paint, and loses it. John Lindsay gets the ball stripped. Thought that was going to be called a foul. David Rongori with a nice layup. Playing some good defense, but the game is over. Not much we can do about that. 3 seconds left in the fourth.
Clock's going to stop for the final time. Less than a second remaining.
The Ravens don't seem too happy about this defeat.
Your final score, Shawnee Mission East, 64.
And that will be the end of the game. The final score is going to be Shawnee Mission East winning 64 to 49.